Hi, my name is Tinaye Mapako, and alongside my colleagues Nandin Yama and Ahmed Al Mansouri, we created the To Build a Leader podcast. This was our project over the past 9 months to create the flagship leadership podcast for the HLO Listen Network. Here are our objectives in slightly more detail. And in essence, they're about us using this initial podcast to relaunch the network and create a cohesive brand identity so people know where to come when they want to get high quality healthcare education podcasts. Of resources, the most important thing was our human capital. It was our own ability in designing graphics, producing scripts, creating content for our social media, methods of quality assurance, and distributing our podcast. We also had access to studio and recording equipment as well as access to the HLA's own social media platforms, which allowed us to share our podcast to a wide audience. In terms of planning, we set out by creating an initial vision for who is our podcast, what is our target market, what is our USP, and formulated that into a business model canvas. After that, we organised our podcast in terms of what are the immediate practicalities and issues using a Gantt chart style format to plan our podcast over the several months about our key targets that we wanted to hit at different intervals. We had a really flat hierarchy, a very flexible arrangement, so we were able to be open to each other and challenge each other and support each other. We had lots of successes as a group. We created a podcast within a minimum time frame. We worked effectively as a group. We saw significant engagement on social media like this. We had really positive reviews and we had a consistent listenership. In terms of the challenges of podcasting, it was difficult to come up with a shared vision amongst three strongly minded people. Organising podcast recordings was a different logistical challenge, and the time intensiveness of the whole process is something that we didn't really factor enough slack in sort of our initial Gantt chart models. In terms of things for the future of our podcast, we want to build on the really successful things, the chatty conversational style, which we found really effective, interviewing people. We want to make sure that all of our podcasters have access to high quality recording equipment so they can record interviews from whatever location they have, and use this all in developing a second series. Thank you so much. And if you want to find our podcasts, I recommend on any good podcasting apps searching To Build a Leader. Thank you so much.